I did my placement in the wardrobe department on a Christmas film called Christmas Gamble. It was shot in Richmond Hill at the David Dunlap Observatory. Call time the first morning was at 5:30 a.m. We set up the wardrobe room, and I spent my first 7 hours steaming clothes, sewing clothes, and generally organizing the room. And then I spent the next 7 hours at a place called Berman's & Co., sourcing clothes, pulling clothes, and getting to know this space, where I would spend 7 hours about every day. I bought gloves for Santa, because it's a Christmas movie. I sourced a police hat and pulled that as well. Tried on a nun costume and hemmed that for the lady who played our nun. And then broke down a bunch of the actors' clothes. So here is a leather jacket that was much nicer at the beginning. And Natasha, who was another wardrobe assistant, trying it on. We tried on pretty much everything. I sewed Santa's fat suit, made sure nothing was falling out, none of the stuffing. Sewed his leggings to his boots. I spiffed up his belts with black shoe polish, and then posed for a photo with Santa. So a lot of our sewing and puppetry came in handy. Then I started with the clean Santa suit and spent about 5 hours breaking it down, because in the movie Santa ends up on the streets. I also broke down his boots, so you see on the right is the breakdown, on the left I haven't yet broken down the boots. I broke down this fur coat. It used to be sparkling white, and sewed decals for the NYPD police onto their jackets. We got the uniforms from a place called The Wear Now, downtown Toronto. I sewed the director's lucky jacket while I was the on-set wardrobe assistant, so I had a walkie. And there's the wardrobe kit. I fitted and dressed a teen Santa and watched as they set decorated this observatory to be a mall, a shopping mall, where our Santas posed. We moved locations a couple of times. We had to pack it all up, move all the wardrobe, all the racks, and set it up again. And at the end of the 15 days, we got to take photos with the cast and crew. Those are the makeup girls on the left, the wardrobe on the right, and George Buza, who was one of our Santas, in the middle. Another fun shot at the end of our 15-day shoot, normally 10 to 14-hour days. And then on the last night, we packed up and shipped out. So all in all, the placement was 18 days long, 15 days on set, 2 days before sourcing the clothes, getting the clothes, preparing the wardrobe, and the last day was packing out and returning everything. I learned in the end how to budget for wardrobe and the difference between a costume designer and wardrobe set supervisor. I learned about taking photos for continuity. After the actor has appeared on screen, I was able to apply everything we learned in puppetry with the sewing and the things we learned in makeup about breaking down a person's face, even though I used it on the wardrobe. I was also able to witness an on-set strike after the crew discovered all of their paychecks were short, and the production came to a screeching halt for about 3 hours. But it was a great experience because the movie was so low budget. A lot of mistakes were made, and I got to see a lot of the solutions and be a part of the solutions. So I really enjoyed my placement, and that is my story.